okay, well, I thought that I was being humble and saying no, like I'm not worth much. But Jesus, if you're saying that's wrong, then please have your way. Then please, you got to renew my mind, wash my head. Then please, you fill me up. You fill me up to overflowing so that I can love for real. Wash my hands. See, for me, one way where I saw this incredibly play out was in my marriage. Because as a husband and as just a person, I was feeling this like I'm not very worthy. I'm not worthy of this or that or the other thing. I'm kind of worthless. And, oh man, God, you are pretty darn generous to save someone like me, and I'm sorry that you had to save someone like me. I'm sorry to be in your presence. And I would carry that, not explicitly, but that atmosphere in my mind and in my marriage. And so rather than approaching my wife from a place of, I have something good to give you, I can love you selflessly without needing anything from you. I needed stuff from her to make myself feel better. I needed stuff from her to make me happy, rather than establishing my own joy and happiness in Jesus, and receiving from him the incredible news of the gospel that really is too good to be true, except it's true. And so I became self-absorbed. And instead of actually doing acts of love, they were acts of manipulation. And that's what happens when we don't receive this from God. We end up manipulating everybody and everything around us to try to get the result that we so desperately need because we're so desperately hurting. And it's toxic because it doesn't just hurt us, it hurts the people around us. It creates a toxic atmosphere. So now I'm perfect at it. Because like I'm saying, I'm so awesome, right? If the Bible says I'm awesome. No, but Jesus has brought a lot of healing to our relationship from this truth. I went to a counselor, our counselor, like the first time I met with him, I was like, man, we are having these issues, and here's what I'm wanting, from our marriage and stuff like that. These are the things that I would really like, that I want, and they're good things. But I had been told in the past, like, you just got to be more selfless. You just got to love better. You just got to be more like Jesus and die to yourself. And Jesus knows I was trying. We're all trying to die to ourselves. We're all trying to do better. And I was expecting to hear the same thing, like, ooh, that sounds selfish, Matt. But instead, my counselor said, you know what? The things that you want, you are absolutely right. Those are really good things. And just hearing that I wasn't just screwing up in every way. I mean, I was in some ways, but the stuff that I wanted was actually good, that I could actually generate some good desires from within myself, because, by the way, we have the mind of Christ. But to hear that affirmation that, whoa, wait a second, I'm not just utterly terrible. It was the beginning of a transformation.